quite a few people, guys, have been asking me the Kia EV5. Should I buy one? What, is it going to be a good car? Where will it be manufactured? Well, here's what it looks like, and here's what my thoughts are. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. It's great to see you guys. I'm just about to head to China on Monday, and yeah, it's going to be great. I'm going to be able to actually test drive a bunch of EVs from maybe my favorite Chinese electric car manufacturer. By the way, they do sell, well, they're about to sell their cars here in Australia. So that's kind of exciting as well. Now, anyway, getting back to the Kia EV5, I believe it was made in China and have lithium iron phosphate batteries, therefore making it very, very affordable. It will be coming to Australia apparently this month in June. So, I mean, there's only a couple of weeks left in June, so it's meant to be, we're meant to find out prices. Here in Australia, there'll be two models. One will be called Air, one will be called Earth. There'll also be a GT line flagship coming later in the year. So 3 different models eventually by the end of this year. The Kia EV5, I think, looks really good. It looks very similar to the EV9. It's like a scaled down version. You can see it looks like it's going to have a really big boot, really practical in that sense. Like I said before, the price should be pretty competitive. Should be similar price to the Tesla Model Y. That's my prediction. Now, I know that's not going to be good for Kia. They won't like doing that because they won't be making much profit, if any, maybe no profit. But I don't think they have much choice. If they want to really sell these cars, there's too much competition in this segment now. You've got XPeng's G6 coming as well. That's a very similar size to this car. So my opinion here on whether or not you should buy one is this. If it's more expensive than a Model Y, I would be waiting, because the XPeng G6 is probably going to be a better car than this. Just XPengers have a bit more experience manufacturing EVs than Kia do. That's just a fact. XPeng have some pretty impressive technology, but even if you just said that they were similar, even if you just thought the Kia EV5 and the XPeng G6 were very similar cars, they are, then you'd have to say, well, XPeng are selling the G6 in 9 different European countries for the exact same dollar figure price as the Model Y. It appears to be their strategy, sell it at the same price. But now that XPeng will be forced to pay a 20% tax to sell their cars in Europe, I think they'll probably target the Australian car market more so than what they were previously planning on. So good chance XPeng will do the same thing and price the G6 at the same price as the Model Y. So you're going to have 2 choices here at around $56,000. That's Australian dollars. It's like 37,000 US dollars. If the Kia EV5 comes in and it's more expensive, say $10,000 more expensive, you'd probably say, well, Kia's going to be forced to reduce their prices. It's simply a matter of time. I mean, other manufacturers have had to do that in Australia over the last few weeks. Anyhow, what do we know about it? We know it's going to get a suspension tune specific for Australia. It'll have probably more suspension that is more hard, so better for cornering and handling. In China, a lot of cars over there are more cushy suspension for just kind of taking it easy. People honestly, Chinese drivers, they drive quite slowly in general. They're a lot slower than Australian drivers, a lot less. I wouldn't say aggressive is not the right word, but yeah, they don't drive it anywhere near the speeds that people do in the West. They're a lot more laid back in general. Not always, but in general, that's the case. Anyhow, pricing. We do know the price. In New Zealand, the price is $67,990, so $68,000. That is 63,000 Australian dollars. But that's the long range version. So 63,000 Australian dollars for the long range version of the EV5. So I'm going to guess the non-long range version would be cheaper, probably around, maybe $6,000, $7,000 cheaper than that. Putting it around the Model Y mark, maybe $56,000, $57,000, $58,000 for the standard range model. And then a long range model might be about the same price at around $63,000, $64,000. That's a pretty good price for a car this size, I think, regardless of whether it's EV or ICE. But the fact that it's EV, just a huge bonus here. Charging speeds, we know the charging speeds won't be coming with the 350 kilowatt charging of the EV6. It will have slower charging. I believe the charging speed is around 200 kilowatt charging speed. So a little bit slower charging speed than some other rivals potentially. But that charging speed to me is still very good. I don't think you need anything better than that. What else do we know about it? Lithium iron phosphate batteries. I believe it's actually a BYD lithium iron phosphate battery. EV5, we believe, I'm going to speculate, will be therefore under $60,000 here in Australia. However, looking at the design of this car, I've got to say I'm a big fan of the interior, the exterior. It looks really good. That said, guys, Kia has not really made any massive efforts to target Australia with EVs. I mean, yeah, they sell them here. Not a whole lot though. That's the truth. They have the EV6, they have the EV9. Pricing, it's sort of, to be honest, the price, it hasn't appealed to most consumers over the last 12 months. I think they're just maybe a little too expensive. And the key reason is they're not made in China. Now that the EV5 is going to be manufactured in China, Kia will have the ability to price it more competitively with its rivals. It'll be cheaper to manufacture. It'll have lithium iron phosphate batteries, which will be an advantage to the consumer as well because, very, very rarely have fires. I mean, I think it's about 3,000 times more likely to have a fire in a gasoline or diesel-powered or petrol-powered vehicle than an EV with a lithium iron phosphate battery. So that's a big plus here for consumers, but it also means Kia will be able to source cheaper batteries. That will help them to bring down the price. And then as you can see, I mean, that interior, that really appeals to me, guys, that simplicity. Still got a few buttons there, but really simple, really nice car. I'd be having a look, guys, if you're in the EV segment, medium size, you've got the EV5. Obviously, you've got the Xpeng G6. You've also got the Tesla Model Y, but then you've got these other cars. And BYD just slashed the price of the Auto 3. Yes, it's a bit smaller though. So if you're looking for more of a family type car, those are probably going to be the 3 best value family cars you can get. But keep in mind, there are other cars coming. BYD got other models coming. Zeekr got new cars coming as well. So Chery even as well have new cars coming. There's going to be so much choice by the end of this year. So it's really good to see another good quality EV coming to market. Thanks for watching.